Alrighty, how's it going today, folks? Welcome to Midnight Madness with your host, Johnny Midnight. Please let me know if you can hear a volume. I wasn't getting the intro music over my headphones. I can hear the music of the game, so that's good. I'm hoping that you guys could hear that intro music. It doesn't come through my monitoring, but I'm going to be doing a little arena grinding. I'm trying to go for possibly Nova. I think I can put up a good score, so I'm going to be grinding some arena. Have any questions, please feel free to ask them. As you can see, I got this new little chat thing here over on the right of the screen, which should help show exactly what you guys are saying over there, if Restream is going to be working correctly. Added that, made it nice looking like cartoon chat windows. So yeah, you're seeing that I have 15 million already. That's from 2 runs of my 6 stars and all my 5 stars. So now I'm going to be just going at it with my 5 stars. My 6 stars won't refresh until about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Trying to do this all free to play too, so without using any units. Ooh, dexed out. Slipped up. She's not awakened, so I should have dashed back. And I didn't. Yeah, that's the thing with Emma Frost. If she's awakened, you have to inverse your dodge during when she's doing those telepathic attacks. Ah. So, yeah, otherwise you can do normal. If she's not awakened, you can just do your normal dodge backs. I just completely forgot. I thought she was awakened. Whew. Alright, trying to get these matches as fast as possible. Did it this morning, and it took me about 3.5 hours just to go through my 5-star roster. It's like a feat of endurance nowadays with this stuff. Come on, there we go. Man, that chaining into a combo seems just a little bit off. It used to be you could do one attack and go into the combos. It seems like going into the special there just it's like a little bit slower. Thanks, Ilek. Getting to see my shitty gameplay. So hopefully you guys liked the video that I kind of put out there yesterday. It was about how to get the top 10% consistently. It kind of gives you guidelines of where the arena has been going so far for this top 10% for the 5-star featured. I kind of mapped it out showing what the actual trend lines are showing. You can go lower than the 15.5 that I advise you guys to go for, but moving forward, that 15.5 is going to become pretty much a standard. Yeah, this is why I'm going to be upset with that Namor rebalance a little bit. I'll have to test out, see how much I like him. Yeah, that should be a good matchup. Oh, I looked up at that chat. Hold on one sec. So yeah, it does suck that you got to kind of put $1 million on almost every 6 months or so just to keep on that path. But that's what the trends are showing, really. And when you do the math about that, I mean, quite honestly, people are going to be pulling within a 6-month period anywhere between 2 to 3 6-stars, and that's enough to get you. If they get 2 new 6-stars, that's going to be about 720,000 points per arena grind session, where they're just being able to put in there for the 6 times they're going to run that champ for free. So you literally are going to have to put in about 1 million points every 6 months just to keep on top of that curve. And what I plan to do is in about 2 to 3 months, I'll make another video about that. And then seeing if my estimates are correctly, we should be seeing around about a 300 to 400 increase in the overall scores on average. And if you see that 300 to 400 point value increase, that kind of shows that I'm pretty much correct in what my estimates are. I consistently get in the top 10%, so I kind of know exactly where it needs to be to get there. And there were times I was doing 14.1, 14.3 when it was looking like, oh, it should only be about 13.5, and I was losing it. I was just not getting my top 10%. Some people can do it in the 14.3, 14.4, but I want to make sure you guys feel comfortable in getting it, and that's why I say 15.5. If you could do that 15.5 consecutively, right now you should be getting it every single time, but then again, you're going to want to move your scale up as we go along. I do Sentinel and an Ice Band. Here's Iceman. Woo. My menagerie of ugly toys. Whoa! That charged completely. I mistimed my parry, I guess. That's alright. Still gonna be a quick fight. This should be fun. See, they're recovering so quick. You used to be able to chain right into a special one, and they're just recovering and parrying right away. Sucks sometimes. Luckily, you can recover with Iceman quick, but you might have a champ that SP1 leaves you very vulnerable. Mistime the intercept. I don't have any R2 6-stars, so I'm gonna guess that with a 65,000 for a R1, I'm gonna guess that at probably around 70 to 72,000. You could probably even get 73 if you got a very high sig level, or if you're running suicides. I'm gonna guesstimate probably on there. I don't have any empirical data myself personally. Unfortunately, because I don't have any R2 6-stars. I have enough 5-star shards. Unfortunately, I don't have any champs that I feel comfortable in R2ing. I have some decent ones, don't get me wrong. I have like Domino and stuff like that, but I'm kind of holding out for like Nick Fury or Corvus, someone for clearing content. Unfortunately, you know, I don't have any of those really, really good ones that I feel comfortable moving that way. But just estimating from like an R4, an R4 to an R5 on a 5-star gets you about 10,000 more points on average. And so it feels comfortable to say about 8 to 10,000, I would say, for an R2 6-star. In fact, what I could do is possibly see on Prof Huff if he ever does an arena grind of what kind of points he's getting, just to see. Because he has a couple R2s, or even, I don't know, Ilac, if you're still there, do you have any R2s? Do you know what kind of points you're getting? Because those R2 6-stars are just, you know, right now it's like, yeah, kind of close to an R5 5-star, but it's just having the right one that you feel comfortable with, because you're putting a lot of resources into doing one. Kind of show you where my R6 and why I haven't. Like, I might do Namor, but not now with this rebalance. And then sell them. That's the whole thing, though, is with the rebalancing, I'd have to wait till after the rebalancing. But yeah, I could do that and then sell them. That would be interesting. Namor, like Invisible Woman, she's supposedly really good for the Abyss, which I haven't tried yet. The only reason why I would do Silver Surfer's for Prestige, but he's not worth it as a 6-star. I would have tons more others that I would like to rank up. You know, I've got a lot of bad ones. Like, I have a lot of them, but, you know, Aegon, if he was Awakened, I would probably do that one. That he's good for Abyss. He's good for later content. He would be good for Labans of Legend, which I have a couple more paths to clear on that. He's probably the best one. Another one I was flirting with was Korg, because I have Korg. He's duped. He got 60 levels on him, triple duped, basically. And so, like, but the unfortunate thing is we don't need him for defense on arenas, or sorry, on AW, because we already have a bunch of Korgs that are already preset, so there's no point in spending the points on him. You know, Captain America Infinity War, that'd be another nice one. He's Awakened. But I already have an R5 5-star, so why bring him up to R2? Because I'm still going to get a lot more out of that 5-star one. So as you can see, I just don't have anyone. Ghost, if she was Awakened, I might do her. Domino, if she was Awakened, I could do her. But I just don't have the ones that I really are hoping for, so I'm holding out. I have like 6 tier 5 basics sitting, so I have enough to do a couple of them. I just need to have somebody that I feel worth doing it. Alrighty. That. Gold pool. Yeah, to R2 that Namor, that would be a good, that would almost be like trolling Kabam, be like, yeah, I'm just doing it just to see how I like it, and then sell it. I'm not really worried about the bleed damage yet on this. He should go down pretty quick. There we go. Boom! Do you like Ronin? I feel like there isn't any content around him. Is he that unremarkable? Ronin is not horrible. It's just he takes a lot of skill to play. It's a lot about his poises, getting him into the right pose for the type of build you have. And, like, I really like him because I have a bleeding build. I have 5 in deep wounds. I have despair. I love making my opponents bleed. I love stacking them up. I think that's why Namor may even become a little bit better. He won't have the regen, but he's going to stack on bleeds more often because he's going to have a 60% bleed rate. With deep wounds, I really want to see what happens. Oop, mistimed that. Too busy talking. I just want to really see, how his deep wounds will impact him, and if it will make Namor a potential good bleed champ. Because that would be awesome. Like, look at that. I'm sorry, I'm in shock there that I did a 5-hit combo and he was automatically attacking after the last hit went through, and I had to block immediately because the AI is recovering super fast nowadays. I don't know if Kabam tuned it up due to the Abyss coming out or whatnot, but the AI is getting faster and faster that it's almost not worth doing a 5-hit combo anymore. Yeah, I need to load up probably a suicide package someday. Hey, Ricochet, how's it going? Yeah, I was thinking if Namor is gonna stack him bleeds more often, I might actually bring him for Medusa in 6.3. Actually, yeah, that's an actual good idea. The only problem is like I don't understand Kabam's mindset with the reducing his regen to 3%, which is based off of how much health he's missing, and they said it's because of recoil. It was supposed to compensate for recoil. Well, if you do it to 3%, I think recoil takes 2.5 at the 1, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if it's the 1.5, the 2.5%, you're only getting 0.5 for a full health bar down almost. It's almost not worth it. I could see where the 6% could get out of control, but it should be based off the base HP, not adjusted. But there may be something wrong where, because it's his missing health pool, that it's not. It's even after it's adjusted. So if you put him where he's getting like 200-300% life, he might be getting a lot more regen. But they're not really forthcoming with all the information. They do give a lot of good data points and data sets to show why they're making those changes. But I think where they probably went wrong is they did it off of his base, not his base. They did it off of his missing hit points, which means the adjusted would count into that. So 6% could be theoretically 16% of his base. So some people were trying to lose about 3/4 of their health, and they could just kind of float there and do considerable damage. That's right. Yep. Oh, you're gonna turtle up? Come on. Do your L2. Come on. Come on. You're gonna do that, you. Alright, I can survive an L3 from him. It's like almost not worth it to go into a special one after, while breaking into from a combo. Like a 1-2 hit combo, you can't seem to get away with it like you used to. And I'm noticing that more and more often. The AI is just becoming faster and faster and faster. So you're going to go invisible immediately. Oh, yep. From what it seems to be, it's like if you go into a light and then do it, they recover super, super fast. But if you do it and chain it after a medium, is when you can really launch your special. It used to be you could do it off of a light, you could do it off of a medium, but it seems like now the recovery time of a light is super fast. We'll have to test that. Yeah, but that 6% of missing health was also in 90% of the cases improved with Yeah, that is true. Recovery Master. Yep, the Recovery Mastery would definitely add on 15%. more, so 6% plus 15. Yeah. And then if it's off of... See, now that comes up, it's 6% of the missing health, then the 15% on top of that. I think you're right. I think you're onto something there. But if you're not running recovery mastery, it's really going to hurt. Because, you know, if you weren't doing recovery mastery, you'd be kind of trying to just do it to recover any block damage or any kind of parry damage rollover. It's just I would be afraid to get that low with my HP, just because you're going to be pretty much running into almost their assassination range with them. Hey, Michael, how's it going? Yeah, let's do this way. I feel comfortable with Sentinel and Colossus. Sentinel wouldn't be a good matchup against Hyperion. This is kind of like I'm on autopilot for most of these fights. I don't even like really think too hard. Sentinel. This is a champ they really need to rework. He's got an awesome concept. He was basically like almost like the precursor to Aegon. I'm doing pretty good. I had an interview this morning, so hopefully I might get that job. They won't let me know till next week. But next week I'm going to make a decision whether I'm going to move back to Georgia or not. Ooh! That was my bad. Not a pro. Well, no, I have 187 help requests probably out there. See, yep. Yeah, there's a bunch of help requests. Shouldn't be 20 minutes. What I love is the bug there, after you've done it a while, it starts doing one at a time, and it's like, oh no, come on. There we go. See, it wasn't that long. Oop, wrong one. I'm sure I had just this morning after I ran mine, there must have been 194 of them just for me. I'm sure everyone in my alliance loved that one. Ooh, this is going to be fun. Class disadvantage. Yeah, let's do it that way. Yeah, like I try to, whenever I'm in arena or whatnot, you know, I try to sit there and hit the help button whenever I can. I try to be a good Alliance member. Eat that. That's pretty good for only being 25 days old, Michael. Dang. 15 4-stars? I remember when I first started, 4-stars weren't that easy to come by. That's pretty good. That's pretty dang good, quite honestly. I would just be careful, quite honestly. Be careful with progressing too fast and too far in the game. If you're trying to go for that uncollected, just be well aware. If you're trying to go for uncollected and Cavalier, you can hurt yourself out of getting those lower end crystals, those daily ones with the 1-stars. Don't hurt yourself because, of course, the new variant 4, the last chapter is all 1-stars. So you want to make sure you at least get a 1-star Hulk before you kind of progress to the point where you're getting that uncollected daily crystal or the Cavalier daily crystal. Oh, we lost. Boo. Like, think about it logically. Don't go too far too fast. Try to build up because there's going to be some content that you're going to face, and you'll have to pay the 50 unit deal, or starting to do that. Oh, not a problem, Michael. Or you're going to have to start paying that the 50 unit deal for the possibility of getting a 1-star, and it's a very low percentage chance. It's better with those daily crystals and some of those really low end hero crystals at the beginning. But no, that's super good, man. That you got that many 4-stars in the first 25 days. I think I had 1 4-star. Hawkeye was my first 4-star ever. And I had him for about a month or two, and then I got Scarlet Witch, and every one of my alliance back then freaked because in my 4th or 5th 4-star crystal, I duped her. It was amazing. Like unlocking her and duping her that early in the game back 5 years ago was amazing. Man, I shouldn't have. I take personal blame for that one death. That 3 diversity, man, I'm telling you, we need to improve diversity. Like, these matches in these higher levels are so close. The diversity starts kind of being a thing. Like, if you lose by 1 attack, that diversity could really throw it for you because you're giving them just extra points. Where are you, Venom? There's Venom. Yeah, my first 5-star was Black Panther. And you want to talk about, I hear a lot of people complain on the forums about how they get such bad choices and they take so long saving up for these champs. Trust me, out of my first 10 crystals, I duped Black Panther 5 times. So I got him 6 out of those 10 first 5-star openings. 6 times I got Black Panther. And that was when the basic pool was like only about a handful of characters. Heaven Awakened stealth suit Spidey at rank 4 max level. And then Unawakened Medusa, R4 max. Definitely, Medusa is a good one, man. She'll help you, especially with anything like any robots. Oh man, see, you were the lucky guy who got Star-Lord twice. I had Star-Lord forever and unduped sitting there. The Star-Lord, man. Whew. Once I finally got him duped, I had a bunch of tech crystals that I synced into him. What's so funny is that nowadays most people don't even talk about Star-Lord anymore. He's still such a great character to have, but no one really speaks about Star-Lord. Come on, I hit the help. Come on. Oh, the game froze. Oh, there it went. Had to contact NASA. Yeah, I remember when I was really close to a 5-star crystal, but I didn't want to wait for the shards. So I sold a 4-star Iron Patron Dud and Awakened Star-Lord. Well, I mean, and that was a good convert, you know, to take a 4-star Iron Patriot and turn him into a dupe Star-Lord. Like, I'd be afraid that I would get another Iron Patriot, but a 5-star. Because my luck is like shit sometimes. Since I'm in the beginner bracket for a few days more, I'm trying to get this Iceman. If I can get him awakened, that would be great. Yeah, I mean, dude, this is the time in those beginner brackets. Arena grind the hell out of those. The scores are going to be so low for you down in the arenas. Grind whatever you can. Take charge of those, man. I think it's once you hit the 75,000 mark is when you leave. Please correct me if I'm wrong because it's been so long. It could be 125,000, but I thought it was 75,000 when you leave the beginners and you go into the veterans. And then it's a whole nother world. It's like prison. Yeah, I'm safe with that setup. Oh no, Iceman is great. Iceman doesn't, he's bleed immune, he's poison immune, so you've got those two things going for him. One of the good things about Iceman, if you have his ice armor up and you're close to pushing someone into the R3, or sorry, the special 3, you would only take 5% health loss by pushing them into their special 3 and letting them launch their special 3 with your ice armor up. So he's a little bit more forgiving for you as well. But also he stacks on those frostbites and the cold snap. And you can just stack them on and watch your opponent just slowly dwindle and die. One of the things you want to do is to stack on those frostbites, get about like a good 7, 8 of them on them, parry them to stun them, and then hit them with a heavy. Iceman's heavy will detonate all of them and do a serious amount of damage. I want to say it's 75K. It's not the first 30 days. When I started, I was a complete free-to-play player, and people were amazed that I was still in the beginner's bracket because I was winning arenas and coming out with the champs back then, but then it was just the 4-star arenas. And I could have sworn somebody said that it was based off of your PI, your overall PI of your account, which mine's getting near 2 million. Okay, so each account, let me show you. Because this is going to be easy to show you. So each account has a level of your base hero rating. Some people call it power index. But you can see mine is like 1,990,970. When that gets over 75, a lot of people say that's when you leave the beginner arena. It's because it's your depth of roster really that determines if you're a noob or not how many days you have in for those arenas. So those brackets can go by quickly. I may be wrong, but it was that way 5 years ago. I mean, I haven't been 75K in like over 4 years and like 8 months. I think I busted out into 125K within the first 3 months. But that was in a time where you just 4 stars were really were rarer than they are now. Now they're like candy. They're dropping all the time for us. But I haven't been in that position in so long. I may be off on that. It may have been that's the way it used to be way back in the day. And maybe now they do it the first 30 days just because you have a lot of people who are grinding these arenas and actually are really good at the game, and they're just burning through content so fast they could have done that. That is a strong possibility. A good way to tell if you're still in the beginner or veterans is just what's the top scores that start taking it. But definitely, I mean, get them while you can. Even if it's 30 days, man, you got 5 more days in there, do it. You know, I like the speech bubbles on the right there. I think it's better than the old one that I had up there. I think it's easier to read. It doesn't cut off too much of the screen. Oh, you have 4 stars were a rarity. There were no shards. Yep. You either have to get lucky from a PHC and grab a 4-star crystal from some quests. I remember I ranked up DPX and Electro for Prestige. Yeah, I remember those days. Rocket Raccoon especially. I remember when Rocket Raccoon, everyone was like, oh my god, his damage! Pre 12.0 with Thor, and I had Thor, and I had him duped. But you know what? I mean, being 100% honest, as much as everyone says, oh, Thor was so awesome, Scarlet Witch was so awesome, Black Widow was so awesome, Doctor Strange was so awesome, and then 12.0 came around. You know, it was 12.0 that brought us this iteration with the advancement that we have nowadays with how these champs work. That I kind of am thankful. I remember when 12.0 first came about, a lot of us old school players, back in my day, back of our old school players here were really upset with that. But now looking at things, you know, the game has really come and advanced so far. It's light years ahead from where it used to be. I think it's a little bit more fun. There's a little more tactic with playing. I just wish they would really retouch and give love to those old champs to put them on par with what's coming out now. You know, they've got the skins. Oh my god. I know a lot of people. Whoa. I gotta watch what I'm doing here. Ah! I was watching the screen. Watching the chat, not watching what I was doing. Yeah, I was livid when the 12.0, I just had Awakened Scarlet Witch a week before. Man, I remember a lot of people bought the deal that they had with an Awakening Gem and 99 shards, or 99 SIGs for 4 stars. And people did it just for Doctor Strange. Because the Doctor Strange arena had just happened, like, a couple weeks prior for the 4-star arena, and everyone was livid because they were like, why'd you put out a deal right before you actually basically castrated these characters? You totally destroyed them. That was back in the day when 100 4-star SIGs and an Awakening Gem for a 4-star cost $99. American. Whew. And now we're demanding like $20 5 stars. Oh man, yeah, Doctor Strange was amazing for AQ. Doctor Strange was amazing for all content. Because you would just push him into his third, I forget what the name of it is, but his third cycle, and just, you would heal back all your damage, basically. You just do the SP2, and you're back up to full health. Just go on and clear. Like, everything was a joke with Doctor Strange. His health regen was just amazing. Let's see. We're going to do this. That, just the 5 stars, and there's Captain Marvel. There's your Captain Marvel there. She's sitting pretty. Actually, let's do that. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm watching the screen, not my phone. There we go. Hey. Man, she does put out a lot of damage, and not only that, but her energy absorption. That's always a great skill to have. She was a pretty good, decent champ back in the day. The problem is with the current content of the game, she really needs a makeover. I kind of want a 6-star Ultron. Just the nostalgia feeling of Ultron. There's so much better champs than him, but his regen's awesome because at 50% you regen up. Get about back up to about 75 or so. Then if you can win the fight without taking any more damage, you're pretty much at 3/4 health. You'll get it again on the next fight. Do these. I'm wondering because this morning my 6-star started coming in between. Oh, good. By the time I get done with these matches, the other ones will start coming out. Yeah, I really don't want to be on. Figured one of mine would have to go into class disadvantage here. Bum bum. Pretty woman make. Oh, come on, Brie Larson doesn't do it for you. Telling you, looking at the pictures of Brie Larson currently, like the more recent ones, she's had a little something done. She had some work done to her. We have noticed. I hate that unblockable with that. There we go. Got to just push him back 20 charges, and then we'll reset that unblockable. Yeah, that... had to disorient on me, so it really affects my ability scores, like my ability accuracy. Forgot about that, and I thought, oh, I could dodge out. Nope. Dead. Quick match. I think it was I want to say it's the Jimmy Kimmel show she was on. I'm not sure, but yeah, her recent pics, you can see that there was some work done up top. I'll just put it at that. I'm trying to keep it clean. This stream is for 13 and up, so keep it somewhat clean. I'm a degenerate, but not that bad yet. I could actually probably pull it up on my browser. Be like, you know, oh. Yeah, let's go Google.com. Brie Larson. So let's go to images because... Okay, let's go full screen. So, all right. So here's old Brie Larson. You know, very. That's new. That's newer. See, this is new Brie Larson with the low cut dress. This is old Brie Larson. They're a little flatter. These are perkier. These flatter, perkier. Flatter, perkier. That's what I'm saying by, you know, she's had a little work done and it's been noticeable. Unfortunately, Hollywood is that bad. Yep, the badonkadonks. Woo! God bless plastic surgeons. Makes me wish I would have became a doctor. No, I had to get into search engine marketing. I would say my only thing about Bree is she needs to not miss leg day at the gym. She has to make leg day. Those squats will pay off. A little off topic, but I see you're using 6 terabyte hard drive. Yes, I do. So what happens is I have the M2 hard drive, which is actually for the operating system. It does some minor storage, mostly just Borderlands 3 and Epic Games currently. And most of the hardware, like, Office and stuff. The 6 terabyte hard drive with the Optane booster is for all the vids. So if I record any vids or anything like that, I can put them onto that. I also have 2 1 terabyte SSD drives to hook up. They're in my old rig. I'm still thinking about possibly using the old rig, but this one seems to be a champ. It's a workhorse. I was streaming at 1440 with Borderlands 3 just the other day. I found out what the issue was because it was coming in a little bit foggy with the screen, and I kept playing with the settings. It was actually YouTube setting where it was purposely lowering the quality. I moved it up because everything is just coming through really clear, really crisp. My settings on OBS is like 50,000 kbs. So I've got a really good upstream. I'm on fiber optic, so no real problems with the stream. I'm not seeing any hard work. My CPU's only at 3.5% work, 4.7, and I didn't even see it go up that high or that far when I was doing Borderlands 3, which is a little bit more computer sophisticated. I think the max I ever pegged out the CPU usage on this was maybe 5-10%. Yep, that 2070 Super is definitely worth its weight in gold. Ooh. And I got a deal on that 2070 Super. It would have came with a 2080 Ti, but I mean, I didn't see spending the extra money for the TI for, you know, some nominal performance. Yeah, you get better performance out of a TI, and I could have done it easily. But I thought, you know, save a little bit. I used the money that I saved on the 2080 Ti going with the 2070 Super and bought two really good high definition 4K monitors. So, or sorry, it's Ultra HD. Like I stream out generally around. I want to say I'm streaming out at 1440 right now, even. Okay, so this is the last grouping before coming in right after this match. Yep. Awesome timing, John. Might have to hit a couple help. I see it's at 41. It only goes up to 1080p on YouTube. But the feed that I'm sending to YouTube is up to 1440, I think. Let me just check to make sure if I'm correct on that. Oh, nope, it's only set to 1080. I'll have to try. I'm going to have to try to up it. I'd have to up it after I'm streaming, though. I don't think you can change it while you're streaming. But that would be fun. Yep, I'm set to 1080 still. We will fix that. Oh, wait a minute. I'm wondering if the setting was on that one particular... I'm sending off at 53, 54 kilobytes per second right now. That's 1,000. So I could stream up to 4K, but the frame rate would drop to like 30. Especially on Borderlands 3, the frame rate's 30 frames per second. All right, sit down. Should have done that from the beginning. I'm wanting to stream as high as I can on YouTube. Each little step, you know? I'm just testing the boundaries of what my system can do. Oh, see, this is where the problem lies in. I've got some 5 minutes. So while I'm waiting that 5 minutes, why don't we come here and send out the help. Answer our mail. See, I'm not getting the defender kills that I used to. I only got 2 this war. I used to get like 8, 9, 10, 12. I'm telling you, these defenders are getting old. Everyone's getting used to them. They've got counters nowadays. I need to reevaluate my defensive lineup. Depends on the game, really. If it's MCOC, you can go balls to the wall and stream 8K 60. Yeah, I mean, it's not that labor intensive of a game. I couldn't do 8K with MCOC and stream it. The card that I have is an Elgato 4K 60. Let's see. Yeah. Open up this one. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm becoming a crystal hoarder a little bit because I want to have these bigger openings for people. So I've been holding on to my 6-star shards and stuff like that and 5-star shards just because I want to have bigger openings. It so bothers me because I'm like, I want to open everything. I want to ruin my streak, but should I try doing... Yeah, if I stick with the higher ones, I can do a couple. What's the worst that could happen? I could lose my streak? Alright, let's stick with the higher end, and we'll just pick some... Strange. Please no kill squad. Good. Uh-oh, Sally's up and awake. Hey, puppy. You're gonna turtle up now, huh? Son of bish. Ah! I know, what do you want? You keep bothering me, puppy. You need to go out, probably. Well, hold on. Let me get 2 fights in, okay? 2 fights. 2 fights. I'm gonna have to walk the dog. Shh! Stop! She's clawing at my leg. I hope, man, that 12.5K, I'm hoping, because all these new R3 6 stars, I'm getting a little bit worried about that. Especially with the Abyss. I have a feeling it's going to move dramatically up. Alrighty, let me go walk the dog real quick. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break. So hold on, ladies and gentlemen, while I put this on an intermission, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. That was quick. She's a good little dog. She'll tell me when she needs to go out and everything. Not only that, but she's really quick too. She doesn't want to mess around out there. She's like, okay, I'm done. Let's go. Now she's probably going to go lie underneath the blankets again. She warns me. She's like, all right, you're going to let me out or I'm going to pee on this carpet. Yeah, I remember when everyone only had like like one R5 5-star. And when all of a sudden the whole level of PI went up and everyone started complaining about all the kill squads that were coming out. And I believe it was actually Kabam Mike at the time came out and stated that the problem is now they had more and more people with 2 R5 5-stars, that the pool had changed for the way the AI picks your opponents. So now we have people who have 1 R3, but now we're going to have people who can have 2 R3s. After the gifting event and now Abyss, we're going to see more and more people with possibly 1 to 2 R3 6-stars, that it's going to go up again. It's why, like, once they introduced 6 stars, I immediately stopped ranking up all my 4 stars and I focused on R3ing all my 5 stars. So far, I have almost all of them. I got Gilly 99 and she's at R2. because I don't have enough T4 tech crystals to raise her up. So I need one more. Yeah, I would say probably 14K minimum in about a month. Maybe 15, just to be safe. Yay, everyone's now becoming open. Oh, you know what? Someone's not hitting the help button. I can tell because these are not in the order that I usually play them. Like, here is Quake. Oh, Quake should be ready. There she goes. There she is. Okay. She was maybe behind by one help button. Well, you know what might help you with the gold pour? Buy a couple Cavalier crystals and dupe a bunch of 4 stars. And then sell the ISO. Woo! Backed out of that one. That was luck. Because I was like, oh, he's unblockable. Get out. Quake and bake. Yeah, all my gold, like a lot of my gold came from selling ISO when it was expiring, and I didn't have any resources to rank anyone up. I gotta run. I need to really run the T4 basic arena, but I'm gonna probably skip it this time so that I can focus on Nova. I think I have a really good shot. I think I'm going to be able to put up about 50 to 52 million without any unit expenditure. And that is pushing really close to being able to get Nova, I think. I think not a lot of people like Nova. That I'm hoping that a good 50 mil might be able to get them. Oh, here we go. These guys are coming out. They're 20 seconds behind. Because I'll be doing this run now and then be doing another run of my 5 stars at about 6 o'clock, 7. So I'll be able to get through those, my 5 stars again. I'll be running another 6 star in about 2 hours. I'm doing good. Well, it's arena. Arena's where it's at, man. You gotta grind that arena. You would have 200 units in no time. I just spent 160 units this morning on the reset for the level 4 potions for Alliance. They are on sale at 80 instead of the 100. So I bought those 2. Of course, I already maxed out the 5-star featured arena. But what you do is go for all your rank awards in the 5-star featured, and then go for all the rank awards in the 4-star. Then go for The 4-star basic. It doesn't take too much grinding, too. I know they're boring and they take so much time. Ah! Get me out of this corner! I lost that. Maybe not. Ah, invincible. Yeah, true strike, bitch. Alright, you know what I might do? Just because some of the champs are still coming down off cooldown. I've got 100k arena crystals. Now what do you say, guys? Should I spin them out or should I just pop them? I like popping them. Let's drag it out a little bit. We'll tap, but we'll see what we get. Pop them. Okay. Oh! All right, and a pop. 75 units. See? There you go. That would have been just 40% of the way to Cavalier for you. Good. Okay, Wasp is out, so... Aha. Okay. This team came out. Everyone's coming on a weird off cycle there. Bunch of hodgepodge teams. Yeah, the Arena AI is completely different nowadays. It's acting a lot funkier. It's not as predictable as it used to be. It's really fast at parrying. Plus, you have to get used to all the masteries and stuff. Forgot he's shrugging off the parries. Back off. Get some room, get some room. Okay, now. Ah, that last bit. Trying to learn how to dodge that SP2. I don't think you can. I've been trying different intervals to try to see if I can get out of it. But I always get hit by that tail end hit. Oh, Wasp came out. Good. But Ghost is still in. Uses a minute. Like, why are they such off cycle? Well, got some helps to hit. Be a good teammate. All right, we can run a 4-star grouping. They're really on weird off cycle. I got guys that I use 10, 20 minutes after a particular character that are coming out faster. Oh well. No biggie. There's vision. Boom. All right. This is a good... Yeah. Well, yeah, the King Groot. So block the first two, and then after the second one, hit dash back. I'm trying to just get as much as possible out of it. Of course, the real way to avoid it is not even get him to an SP2 and just stick him at SP1, but sometimes you can't control that depending on what the node is and all that good stuff. Went in too early. Had to back out. Went in too early. He was still in his animations for the SP1, so I couldn't get it register a hit. Well, he's going to be down before. I really like Iron Man Infinity Wars SP2 because once you have the burning on them, if you hit them, it will reactivate it and start it back over in the timer. So I really love that. And then you can do an SP1 and stack on an electrical charge. And then keep hitting them, and when it refreshes, it turns into a plasma one. So it's always been fun to like fool around with stuff and see what happens. Okay, this team came out of... Yeah, that's true. Daredevil would just naturally dodge it, so you just don't have to worry about it. But I don't have an R3 6-star old school original Daredevil. The game doesn't like me that much. No, it gave me Netflix as a 5-star. But maybe my next 6-star. My only problem is with the, I keep going for the featured, and I'm not going to get a lot of new, oh well, no, that's 5-star, sorry. My problem is I got 53 6-stars. It's really hard for me to get a new one, though I do welcome any new ones I get. Yeah, Colossus is a way different champ than what he was, 6 months ago, let alone. I do like the Colossus buffs, though. I kind of like the Old Man Logans. I've been really, really liking the Old Man Logans. I got to bring him up to an R4 to match my Colossus. I just love the amount of Furies that Old Man Logan's getting and stuff like that. Like, I've had like 19 on him. I want to say it was just insane. It was just... There we go. Now people are freeing up. So yeah. Still not seeing Ghost. Oh yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I have a 6-star Unawakened Old Man Logan and a 5-star R3. He stacks up a serious amounts of Furies. Every time he hits the opponent, he gets that that passive bleed on him, as well as the bleeds that get stacked on him can turn into those passive bleeds. And when you launch your special, turns into Furies, and they're really interesting, and you can stack up a bunch super fast. But having those unblockables with Colossus is amazing, but also Old Man Logan has a bunch of unblockables too, so like they both have unblockable specials. Oh, let me adjust my feet. Oh. Need a new gaming chair or something. Whew. This old chair is worn out. Okay, so Man Thing, King Groot, nope. And Howard, that's that team up. Yes, they have a chance for, like, I'll bring him up and I'll show you. So anytime he gets a bleed, it turns into a passive bleed that doesn't do any damage to him. I think it's by a percentage chance. It's so easy to get him up to 9, though. It's so if you time your specials right, it's easy to stack, go into, launch a special, go right back into stacking, and launch another special. Ah! The stun reflect, John. One more. Howard. Whoa! My screen went wonky. Okay, Old Man Logan. Let's pull up Old Man Logan real quick. Shouldn't be too far down. There he is. See, yeah, whenever he gains one of his 0 damage passive bleeds, it has a 41% chance to gain 400% duration. So, I mean, getting his skill up, his SIG up, is definitely needed. Yeah, he has a 75% chance to gain a passive bleed lasting 5 seconds that deals 0 damage, max of 15 stacks. So easy to ramp that up. Thought it was his bleed. Maybe it was his being struck that gained it. I thought it was the bleeds. I was wrong. Oh no, incoming bleed of no, it must have been him getting hit that turned it. It's because the efficiency, the potency, and duration is reduced. Incoming bleed effects. That's what it is. It was the actual hits that I was receiving, not the bleeds that were doing it. They were just not doing much damage, and the potency of them. And it's only when the regen buff is up and active for over 20 seconds. So I was wrong. It must have been he was getting hit. I was just seeing him expiring, and I was like the ticks were going up, but I was getting hit, I think, at the same time, so I was mistaken there. I thought, oh, dude, if his bleeds are converting, this is amazing. It would be OP, I think. Dude, I'm looking at a DX Racer gaming chair, or I've actually looked at an X Rocker, because they're actually reasonably affordable. This is an old, like, desk chair that's, like, 10 years old. The cushioning is horrible. It's seen better days, but it now creaks. Which is what really annoys me, is the creaking. Especially the mic picks it up like no tomorrow, because I have a compressor on this, so if I yell or if I whisper, it comes in at a decent volume to you guys, and it will reduce the high ends, any loud noises, and it reduces the low end noises, and raises up the low end noises so that the mic picks them up. That allows me to like be a comfortable distance away from the mic and not have to worry about you guys hearing me or blowing out your eardrums. But it can tend to be a little bit louder, but that allows you guys to adjust your volume down a bit. But yeah, the creaking of the chair gets picked up every now and then. So I was playing Old Man Logan a little stupidly. Because against bleeders, I was thinking, like, I was seeing the bleeds disappearing and his passives go up while I was being struck and stuff like that on some cases for some of those quick bleeds. So sometimes I'd be like, oh, I'm going to let them hit me a couple times. Against, like, Black Panther old school. The OG Black Panther. And yeah, I was risking a lot doing that. Oh my gosh. Because besides Arena, I don't really play Old Man Logan that much, so. But a 75% chance of those stacking on a passive bleed, like, it's noticeable. Those passive bleeds stack on so much. They're really fast stacking them on. I could just imagine at a SIG 20. Or, sorry, SIG 200. I could only imagine the amount of time. Like, it's probably 100% to be 400% duration. So that 5 second turns into 20 seconds. That's insane. You'd easily stack up to 15 each time. So if you time your special ones, especially, you're gonna always be sitting there just say, "Give it to me, man," because I have all these Furies charged up. Oh, finally, Dr. Fantastic finally hit. Yay! Negative 95% better than Omega Red. I think Omega Red's at the same level. It's either 90 or 95% for Omega Red. Yeah, 90%. So yeah, it's better than even Omega Reds. So that would also be good to put suicides on him. Suicides with the Furies. Oh my gosh. Old Man Logan is going to be a suicide beast, except for he takes still poison, but still. It might be worth it. The regen usually stays up most of the fight. Like, here, watch versus this Old Man Logan. Like, it's 20 seconds, but as soon as it expires, a new one usually pops up. So that regen is, like, constantly going. I think they were doing that because the problem is his regen was a persistent regen. It would always be there. And if somebody nullified it, it never refreshed. So I think that's why they did it that way. So that somebody couldn't just remove it. Oh my gosh. I am now listening to Mr. Fantastic's attacks with a headset on, and you hear a small, like, a beach ball, boom, boom, like a rubber ball. There's a little springy sound to it. I never hear it when I'm playing on my tablet without a headset on. Old Man Logan on Biohazard Paths would be amazing, quite honestly. Because as long as you're not hitting into their block, you don't have to worry about the poison, so you just always wait for open opportunities to charge in. Then you don't have to worry about the bleeds. Old Man Logan's good. Of course, Corvus is, as long as he has charges on for his glaive. Especially, I love going through those with Omega Red because it's just like, okay, now I got Death Field. So you just made my damage worse because all I need is one spore on you and you're going to be starting to take damage. I'm surprised they didn't say, we need to rebalance Omega Red. I'd be so pissed. Like, all the champions I ever ranked up, they're like, we're rebalancing them. It's pretty much what the sound was. It's his flesh bouncing around in his suit. It's just like Diablo does a goop sound, a gulping sound, when you're wearing headphones. You can hear it clear as day, but when you're playing on your tablet, you don't quite hear that gulp. Netflix Daredevil, just, he needs work. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. There you go. Oh gosh, I love Kingpin a little bit, but definitely not enough to get him up to R4 yet. Like, I don't have a camera, but like Kingpin would be my spirit animal. Like, I'm a big guy, heavy guy. It's just that picture a beard around that Kingpin image. Bald with a beard. Yeah, I hope so, man. Like, I know he was saying I voted for him because, like, I grinded for that guy way back in the day when they first released Netflix Daredevil. And I got that arena. I got him as a 4-star, and I was so happy. And I'm like, this guy sucks. I was so happy. I didn't know I won him because no one else gave a crap. So all my 5-stars should get me to 19.5 to 19.7 million. I started at 15.6. Yep. Whew. Yeah, he sucked majorly back before they reworked Willpower. You'd have 5 armor breaks on them, and they'd heal for like 500 a second. Oh my gosh, so true. The old, like, Willpower did need to change, because, oh my god, Black Panther sucked then, even though, like, you know, you could potentially reduce by each bleed for the regen they were getting, but regen was just, like, insane. Iron Fist was absolutely useless. Absolutely. It was like one of the best things they did was rework Willpower a little bit. But I'm still trying to figure out Despair. I really am, because by the way it's written, it looks like with Despair and the one for if you get a stun, it reduces it by 45%. Within about 7 stacks, you should be shutting down their healing. But for some reason, it's not. It just doesn't work out that way. And we think that it's on a sliding scale where it's that done algorithmically with depreciating values. So while it says 15 per, it's actually, you know, maybe 15 per for the first 3, and then it goes down to like 13, and then 11, and then 10. And each charge does not reduce as much. Oh my gosh! Like, I hit the block, but it just, like, nothing happened and she got hit. I hate when that happens. I was trying to go for a parrot. I must have mistimed it. Well, the Ant-Man, before the rework, there was a hidden thing to him. Like, yeah, he was horrible getting him up, but if you could launch a special 2, and if they were non-poison immune, you could change them to poisons, which actually helped you because it reduced for each stack. So Ant-Man, not so much, but he still was horrible because you would do the fatigues. And that's this guy too with his fatigues. Captain America. So, oh, there we go. These 3. Whoa. Those came up pretty fast. Hulk and Old Man Logan. So now I'm going to play differently with Old Man Logan. Normally I would let him hit into me. Like, there's, yep, see? Okay, watch how he stacks up, just how fast. Oh! Like, you know, just having this 10 Furies right there, but if you time it well enough, and if you're in, like, say, ROL, you stack them up, be right before a special 2, launch your special 1, and then it won't take you long to build up and go into a second special 1. You could easily stack up a bunch of Furies. The bleeds have a limit of 15. I don't think the Furies do. Oh, invincible. Wait, come on. Sit down. Oh! I was banging on my unstoppable, but it wore off just right when I was coming in. No. Ah. Thought I hit a block, but thought I hit the parry and got it, but and then I opened myself up to getting hit. Sigh. It's alright. It's alright, it's alright. Let's see. This is just in a weird. My Groot's not awake and not off cooldown yet. And there's Groot. Somehow Groot's all the way back there. Alright, let me hit the help button. Alright, you have a good one, man. I'll definitely have a good time grinding. Let's see. You know what? Well, yeah, we could do this grouping. Why not? Oh, wait, who just came up? Oh, there we go. No, because she came up, but then... And the timing is all off. Yeah, because She-Hulk's back there. She-Hulk has 6 minutes. He has 22 seconds. It's usually a run. And this throwing me off. This everyone's off cycle. Like I got Night Thrasher, but Darkhawk is here and Moon Knight's here. Everyone's on a completely different weird off cycle. But I'm getting near. I'm getting close to the end of the grind. That's going to be right up to here, right up to Ronin. I'm going to be able to put up about 1 million more points, possibly. Hey. There we go. Okay, now I have a team that I can run with. And get my synergies. Want my synergies, damn it. Oh! Bum, 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 bum. Welcome back, Watcher. Alrighty. Woo, yeah, there we go. Clear up some more. Give me some more of my teams that I want to run with. They're all coming down off cooldown now. Please don't do too much damage. Ah! It's alright. Hyperion with that big SP or SP3, man, that just takes so much damage off you sometimes. Boom. Okay, so now, yes, we got She-Hulk. So I can run that grouping. Alrighty. We got a lurker out there. Make sure you hit that like button if you could. Anyone who's lurking. I'd appreciate the likes. If you haven't subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. I'm a newer channel, just having some fun here. Woo. Alright, pay attention. Ah! There we go. At SB1, I went in too late. Dun, 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 dun. Alrighty. Alrighty. Whoa. Missing there, but everything's completely off cycle. I'm good for like one or two, but not too many. There's a grouping. Yep, that's a grouping I can do. Took my eyes off the iPhone. Every now and then want to check to make sure the quality of the stream, make sure it's coming through smooth. No hiccups in OBS. It's looking good, looking good. Should show you guys some of the fun things that I've been doing in the background, waiting for when, if the day ever comes that I get super chats, I have set up some of the alerts. I set it up for subscriptions and stuff like that, for people who subscribe to the channel. Bunch of different little fun ones. Be fun to play around and see how you guys like them. Oh, these guys finally came through. Okay, Mordo, Hood, and Diablo. Always love running those synergy teams. Squeak out a couple extra 50, 60 points here or there. Oh, titched it too early. Okay. Back at you. Ah, man, he went right into... There we go, there we go. Eat that, Spider-Man, with your parry. Still not done with all my 5 stars yet. Oh my gosh. I'm waiting for Vulture. That's who I'm waiting for with that Electro. And Rhino. That's who I like to run with that. So... Oh, there he just came up. Hey, hey, hey. These off cycles. Killing me sometimes. Killing me, Biggs. Killing me, Smalls. Oh, don't watch the big screen. Eat that, Spider-Gwen. Bum, 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 bum. It's like Spider-Man Cosmic Suit is out. Oh, there's the other two. He's been out. The other two were still in cooldown for whatever reason. Like some of them are like 10-15 minutes ahead. "'Tis alright. 'Tis nothing but a thing." Back out. So if you're not used to Omega Red, you really want to control how much spores, especially when you're fighting an opponent that has suicides like this. You want to back out occasionally to lower them because you're going to take damage for every stack of spores you have on you. Because he's going to have his death aura on him. Because he's bleeding. Oh, I forgot the last two kicks. Problem is, we don't face Sunspot that often, except for in arena, which is very rare, because most people take him on their offensive, because he's such a good offensive character. He gets some insane damage. We don't get to see him that often. Come on. There we go. Order match. Do that. Eat that, Annihilus. All right. Now with Thing, you want to get him to 15 and then back away. Get him to launch a special. He'll get more Fury stacks, passive Furies, but you kind of want that. 15, back away. Now I want him to launch a special. There he goes. He goes unblockable, so you got to stay away. Then go in. Thing is a constant balancing act. Ah, mistimed that. Parried. Boom. Thing can be a pain. It's getting to that point where you can time getting him through his special one with 15 hits and then backing off immediately. And then trying to bait him into a special. Oops, wrong one. Yay, they came out. Good. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Let's do that. Ah, it's heavy. Whew. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm looking like I'm on track with that 9.7-ish. 19.7 million. Boom. Whew. This front room's getting hot. Yes, Sally, I know you're there. Mm. Sunbathing, huh, puppy, next to dad? Yeah, you could. You don't have to. You can lay down. Lay down in the sun. Daddy's almost done up here. It's almost her feeding time, so she's getting a little antsy. She's ahead. Oh, I know. You just calm down and shush. Shush that little barking facey face. Oh, yeah, that's right. Daddy told you to shush. What you gonna do about it? He's such a mean man. He told me to shush. Can you believe it? Oh, the horror. It's like puppy abuse. Oh. She's very vocal. She's smart as a whip. Very vocal. She's laying there looking right up at me. The evil eyes. Oh. Don't watch the TV screen. Pay attention to your iPhone. Oh, she's giving me the pity eyes. Oh, the pity eyes. Oh, there's a little grumble. She knows I'm talking about her too. This dog can manipulate people, trust me. You little wet nose, fuzzy face. You fuzzy face. Daddy loves you. It's not that he doesn't love you. Oh. Oh. Stop. You make it sound like it's dog abuse here. I'm not Jackie and the dog beaters. I mean dog beaters. You want me to ship you over to Jackie's? I'll call Ilac up and say, "Hey Ilac, I got Jackie can have a friend that she can whip some sense into." Oh, you really want to test that? Oh, that's such a silly dog. Love that dog. It's super silly. Oh gosh. Look over my shoulder. She's looking at me from on top of the bed. Alrighty. Almost there, almost there. Oh, wanted to close that. Oh, back cracking. Ooh. Getting old. Feeling it in the bones. Okay, so I think I have 2 more matches that I can do. It's gonna put me at like 19.8, so nope, nope, yep. This is one more match, one more match. Hey. All right, last match, Sally, then you get food. That puts me right at the 19.7. I did lose a couple matches there. I could have possibly gotten almost 19.8 had I not lost those few matches. But not too bad, not too bad for a run. It was right where I was estimating where I wanted to be. Because I'll be getting my 6 stars later. It should be coming soon, but later. Probably in another hour, hour and a half. There we go. Back out. Last one. Boom. Alrighty. Look at that. That puts me right at 19.7 million. I should have a nice 3.5 million with my 6 stars come in a little bit. Let's see when those start hitting. Real quick. Yep, hour 20 minutes. Hour 20 minutes. These will start coming from cooldown, which will add another 3.6, actually. Technically 3.6 is really what it will throw on there. If I don't lose a match, that's going to be putting me up to 23.3, and then I'll run another run of the 5 stars later on this evening, which is going to put me again. I can get another 4.1 million out of those, so that's going to be putting me in a good striking distance for about a third, you know, right in the 23 plus 4.1. Yeah, we're looking in like the 28 zone, 28.4, I'm going to say, by the end of this evening. That puts me in a good step for tomorrow morning, because I can add on another 7.6 to that. So we're doing pretty good. We're on course. We're on course for that nice, hopefully 55 million for Nova. But trying to do it all free to play, using no units to revive or anything like that to increase the cooldown on these. So with that, I'd like to thank you all for joining me tonight. Hope you have a wonderful day, and please stay mad.